just started a live stream and ended it. I'm so sorry. It's because it was in the wrong, it wasn't in landscape. I'm talking to myself right now because I know there's a bunch of you in the wrong live stream right now. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. Hi. I'm so glad you guys found me because I started a live stream and ended it that quickly because it was in the wrong direction. It wasn't in landscape. It was in like the way I would have to hold my fucking phone. So I'm like, oh my God. So all you heard me go was, oh shit. I ended it. I'm like, oh my God. How are they going to fucking find me? You found me. How are you all? I'm just pulling it up on my laptop as per usual. Hello, Maggie May. Holy shit. It's been a while since I talked to you. Hold on, my fucking laptop's slow. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Oh, here we go. Hold up, hold up. Okay. There we go. How's everybody doing on this shitty weather Thursday where I live? So like last night, I was going to go live. I was really tired. I took a shower. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed. Don't start. Be a good girl, okay? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Say hi. That was her saying hi. Do you want a treat? Let me give her a treat. There you go. Good girl. Okay. Gregory, is it shitty weather where you are too? It was really nice yesterday. Actually, the last couple of days it was nice out here. Now it's back to shit. Samantha Danielle, I was tired yesterday. I went to bed early. And does anybody watch Love is Blind? I fell asleep to that playing in the background. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for watching it. You do? You watch it? It's okay. I mean, I don't know. I like reality TV sometimes, you know. Malibu Milk, I didn't know you were in London. That's pretty cool. You're so happy you're live. Oh, I love it. Can we talk about Shake? Well, wait a minute. Have you watched all the episodes through? I am on the very last episode and I have not watched the reunion. So don't ruin it for me. But I got to the point where, you know, hopefully this is spoiler alert. I got to the point where she finally left him at the altar. And I'm like, you go, girl. Mm-hmm. Because she was a good girl, okay? Oh, okay. I am. I'm planning on it. That's what, when I eat my dinner later, I will be eating it to that show. So I will be finishing it. I'll see it tonight. I cannot wait. No, I'm talking about, I'm terrible with names. Shakes girl. Whatever her friggin' name is, I forgot. Deep, I'll say it wrong. Deep D? Am I saying it right? Deep D? God, and she's gorgeous. Yeah, Deep D. She's gorgeous. I know you're probably not watching me, but Shake, what were you thinking? She was gorgeous. You just lost yourself a good girl. Looked like she worked on her self-concept, though, because she grew the balls to put a boundary up. Don't tell me. Don't tell me nothing about the reunion. I have not watched it yet. I cannot wait. I'll be watching it tonight, though, and then we can talk about it the next time I go live. Okay. Kim, I'm so excited. I've been watching your videos since January, and I got recruited for my dream job and an interview all in the same day today. Love it. Well done. You did that. You did that work. Well done. Well done. Very happy for you. Let's see, Crystal Orchid. Wait, Orchid. Orchid. That's how it sounds. Dear Kim, I can't stop checking his Insta stories. I didn't want to have to take these off so early. This has been my downfall for 7 months. There's a third party now, and I can't get out of my own way. Okay, listen. I'm in a really good mood tonight. I'm tired, too, so I don't have the full strength to yell at you, so I'm not going to. Okay, we're gonna go tippy toes, but the glasses came off. Okay, listen. You gotta quit with the Instagram. You've got to stop with the social media. You are doing nothing but holding shit up for yourself. Why do I say you're holding shit up for yourself? Because if you are being relentlessly triggered by his social media, you're wasting your creation time. In all reality, let's just be honest here for a minute. You're all lucky I'm in a good mood. I don't feel like banning anybody just yet, but I'm telling you right now, you better listen to me or I'm going to ban you. There comes a point where you have to decide that you actually want your manifestation. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying that dead serious. You've got to get to a point where you actually want your manifestation. And if you really, really want it, you've got to be willing to finally stop checking shit that you know is triggering you. And you know that triggers you. So why are you going and fucking torturing yourself with it? Why? Because you want this to take longer? You want to hold your manifestation away from you? Because that's exactly what you're doing. Because endlessly, daily spiraling. Okay? Now listen, there's a difference between having an emotional reaction and then spiraling daily because you're refusing to let go of the 3D. And you know what? And in your case, it's not even the 3D. You're holding on to fucking social media. One of the key things that if it triggers you, don't do it. Yeah? Stop. Start with that. That's your first step. No more social media. Get in your 4D. That's where your focus should be, period. The minute you start letting go of doing stupid shit like that in the 3D, start letting go of it, you're going to see changes. You will. And listen, with the law of assumption, you will hear me often say, you don't need to take action to get your manifestation. It will come to you. Or you will be given inspired action. And by inspired is you're not even going to think about it. It's just something you're going to do. Yeah? Well, that is still making a change in your life. It's still a change. You just getting on a manifestation game is the beginning of the change. And by change, I mean, listen, when you're awake and you want to start experiencing your dreams, you want to start manifesting your desires, part of the change is to stop handling your fucking life like you did while you were asleep to the law of assumption. It's handling shit logically. And we don't want to do that anymore. You're trying to change your life. And if we're going to take the time to change our thinking, you've got to let go of basic bitch things in order to manifest. We've got to get you out of hanging on and being married to your 3D. And it starts with no more fucking Insta stories. No more fucking social media if you cannot handle it. It's one thing if you've got the strength within you to be checking out their social media and it doesn't trigger you. You don't get upset. You don't fucking go through every single picture and start fucking having a shit fit because there might be a girl's toe in the background or a guy's toe, depending on who your SP is. If you can just be, just level-headed, then you do what you want. But if you know you get triggered and you know you're getting in your own way, then stay off. Stay off. I can't make it more clear. You just stay off. Start working on your self-concept. Start addressing what it is that's making you feel this, it's probably like an anxiety, nervous feeling of why you're so attached to checking out the Insta stories and seeing what he's doing, Oh my God, what is he doing? Who cares? Your shit thinking is what? Creating shit things to happen. So now you're awake. You're awake to your manifestation power. You're awake to the fact that it's your mind, your thinking, your dominant thoughts that is creating everything in your world. So are we going to continue doing dumb shit? Or are we going to stop? Stop with the Instagram. Stop. Get up here. Work on yourself. Focus on the you and him being together. Don't start marinating in third-party shit. All right? You created it with your previous shit thinking. Let's come on over here on this side. Stay up here. Work on your self-concept. Your person will come back or be back. But if you're going to keep taking actions of a logical, literal, old life fashion, you're going to keep getting logical, literal, old shitty thought manifestations. Okay? Okay, all on my end, I know this was one of the channel members that put this up, but all it says on my end is member for 3 months. It doesn't even have your name attached to it. Which is not the fault on your end. I'm just like, what the hell, YouTube? It doesn't even, I don't even know what member sent it on my end. So channel member who sent a you've been a member for 3 months. Whoever it is, hello. I can't tell on my end. I'm sorry. Nicole, bitch. SB called me and told me he cut off Lord Voldemort and that she was getting cocky with him. Told me I was right the whole time. Mic drop. Fucking mic drop. Well done, bitch. Well done. Keep doing what you're doing. Well done. Very, very good. Very happy and very proud of you. Corey G, thank you very much. Kim can't wait until our Monday call. What do I do when what seems like every aspect of my life triggers me multiple times a week? Let me say this. Obviously, we'll go into more deeper conversation on our call on Monday. But what I do want to tell you is, listen, especially when you're newer, I don't consider you a newbie anymore to the law of assumption. But when you're newer and you're really jumping in and taking it serious and really applying everything, and I believe that you are, it is very normal, especially when we are working on things within our self-concept. It's normal for what I call like old, shitty stories, old, shitty thinking to bubble up. And the way I like to look at it or describe it is when you're filling up a glass that already has dirty water in it, and you're filling it up with new clean water, let's say from the tap, and you're watching that water go in, you got to keep putting in the good, clean water to get the dirty water out. The clean water is your manifestation game. The dirty water is your old shitty thinking. Well, sometimes when you're pouring that water in, it splashes out a little bit, the bubbling up. And sometimes things are popping up that may trigger you. In the moments that you're being triggered, my thing is this: don't stifle any emotion you might be having. Never hold the emotions back. Go ahead, let them out. I know I do. I definitely do. Let them out. Try, once you've relaxed a bit, try to remind yourself, if that's my thing right now, is who you are. Remind yourself of who you are. You're the God of your reality. You're the operant power. It's you creating. I know that you already have evidence that your mind is doing things, that it is creating the things around you. You already have evidence of it. Remind yourself of things like that. Tell yourself, this is just some old bullshit bubbling up. My world is always changing. It's always conforming to my new thinking. So no matter what I'm seeing in that damn 3D, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. I'm still going to get what I want. It might not look like it in the moment, but I know I will. And do your best to just remind yourself of that. Don't feel like you have to fight off every scary thought or triggering thought. Don't feel like you got to fight them off. A lot of times it's going to bring them in more, right? Let them in, depending on what it is. Let it in. And then Monday we'll talk a little more about it. But have your moment. Get the tears out. Get the anger, frustration out. But remind yourself of who you are and what you're doing. Remind yourself of things you've already done. You've already manifested. You're seeing active change in your life. You are. I know there's active change in your life. So no matter what you're seeing that's bothering you, it's on the way out. It's on its way out. Okay? Oh, and to all my moderators, if you notice, we have a newer moderator. That's been my friend this whole time, and I didn't realize that was her username. Meow, meow. That's my friend. I didn't even realize. So as soon as I figured it out, it was her. I'm like, what the hell? You're a moderator, whether you want to be one or not. But anyway, so yeah, meow, meow. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. I don't even know why I'm saying welcome, because you've been here all along. I just didn't realize it was you. Okay, so Eve OC. Hey, Kim, is it possible to manifest things without being in the state, just from persisting with affirmations and flipping negative thoughts? Thanks. Okay. You are always in a state. Always. You are shifting states moment to moment. So hold on and really listen to my answer, because I can tell by your question you're concerned that you probably aren't holding a state. So just hold on. Oh no! Is it buffering? My child is not here, so it is not him on the internet. No. Okay, good. So, okay, about the state. Okay. Sorry. Got her barking now. Okay. Well, I got to tell you off subject today. Do you know what I saw happened out in the pond in my yard here? My duckies? Well, they're not my duckies. I call them my duckies. All right, so we got the green, the mallard, and we got the chunky white one, which is my favorite. I watched the mallard get up on the back of the chunky white duck, and the chunky white duck was swimming around the pond like carrying the mallard swimming. It was so cute. And yes, I got video footage of it. It's not the best footage because it was through my freaking screen window. I kept trying to move to get a clear thing, but I am going to insert it in one of my videos this week. I can't help it. It's so fucking cute. Okay, let me go back. So, manifesting. Is it possible to manifest without being in a state? So my answer is, this is why I really want you to listen to me, because I don't want you to panic. The answer is no, because you're always in a state. So you're always manifesting from a state. But you don't have to be scared of that answer, because it doesn't mean that if you can't hold the woman or man who has it all state all the time, don't worry. It doesn't mean you're not going to get your manifestation. It doesn't mean that your manifestation is going to take forever, because it's going to take you I'm just using forever as being funny. It's going to take you forever to figure out how to hold the state. No, don't worry. Don't worry. You are always moving states moment to moment. It may feel like you're in one main state all the time, and that's I call it your home state. That's your normal place. Affirming, visualizing, scripting are the tools that you are using to eventually help you get to a point that you can just naturally embody, that you don't need to necessarily affirm or visualize or script. It's just like an evolution. Now, hear me out. I, for the most part, at this stage, tend to just embody my state. But I still script when I have time. So if you enjoy affirming, visualizing, scripting, having inner conversations, you don't ever have to stop doing them if you don't want to, right? I really, really mean it when I say you are all as individuals creating your own way of manifesting. How you get there to get your mind to focus dominantly on whatever it is you would like to experience. Everyone's doing it their own way. So no one is wrong. That's why I say don't tell yourself you're doing shit wrong, because you're not. So if hearing about being in a state kind of stresses you, because you're like, well, I'm not holding states, don't even worry about it at this point. Don't even worry about it. Stay on your manifestation game. Keep doing your affirming, your visualizing, your scripting. Keep doing that. You'll be fine. Totally fine. And at some point on your journey, it will interest you to think about the states, the different states we're in. It'll become more interesting. It's going to be easier for you to identify what state you're in. Everything comes along. Don't stress out about anything. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your fucking main focus on what you want to experience, and you're going to be fine. I mean that. Okay? Let me just say this. I didn't always recognize what state I was holding. I was not interested in states. States went right over my head. I couldn't grasp it. It sounded cuckoo for cocoa. Listen, when I first started on this journey, I didn't understand Neville's shit at all. Do you know how many times I had to read some things of Neville's to finally get them? I don't even want to tell you, it's embarrassing now. But as you go along on your journey, everything clicks. That's why you resonate with a coach, and then maybe, especially like if you're just starting out, you kind of resonate with a coach, and maybe as you move along, you stop resonating. Maybe that coach is no longer talking about the message that you're interested in. It doesn't necessarily mean that coach is wrong. Maybe you've evolved and you move on. You know, there's a saying that my girl Pamela on here, my girl Pamela usually always has these nuggets. I don't know if she's on with us tonight, but Pamela always has these fucking nuggets. And she said one once, and I'm like, yeah. Now, this is not exactly what she said. This is not a word for word. This is me summarizing. But Pamela said something like, you know, the right teacher kind of like shows up at your right time, at the time that it's necessary for you. And you might evolve eventually from that teacher to the next one. So I'm saying you're always on a journey. This whole manifestation game you're always on a journey, right? That's why I say don't close yourself in a box. Don't put any limitations on yourself. You're always evolving, always moving. Don't stress the states. Keep doing your manifestation game, and you're going to be just fine. And yes, you will manifest still. States didn't come natural to me till very much into my manifestation game. We're talking a year or more into my game. So don't stress it. You're going to be fine. And I was manifesting the entire time. Okay? VC. Damn it, VC. Holy shit. Thank you very much. It was way too much, but thank you very much. Okay. My doctor called and told me I had something I didn't like. Can I just revise the phone call so I don't have to have the conversation in 3D and not have what she said? I started ASAP and I think it's already working, but I need your wise words. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I can't say it enough. Abso-fucking-lutely. I know some of us don't enjoy all of Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings. That's fine. You don't have to resonate completely. I usually suggest that if you've received some form of diagnosis or you already have had the diagnosis, we can heal ourselves with our mind. And that's when I say, check out Dr. Joe Dispenza, just to listen, if nothing more, than to hear all of his success stories. So you can hear all the various types of diseases. I'm not even if I'm saying it's right. Is it diseases or like terminal illnesses? Listen to all his success stories. You might not jive completely with his teachings, and that's fine. He's a lot on meditating and high vibing, but that's okay. We're all on a manifestation journey. Yes, you can. Don't be scared. Don't be defeated. It's amazing that you've already started the revision. Good, good, good. But I would also be affirming that whatever it is, you are totally happy, healed. Every single cell in your body is 100% perfect. But yes, I would revise that myself, 100%. And don't be scared. Don't be frightened. Well, scared and frightened is the same fucking word, isn't it? But don't worry. It's totally doable. People are utilizing the law of assumption, the law, even attraction, and using their manifestation game to change their minds, therefore changing the health of their body. It's 100% possible. I really suggest if anybody's out there with anything health-wise, even if with a family member or a friend, go watch some of Dr. Joe's stuff and listen to some of his success stories. It's very, very, very encouraging. There are people who have done away with cancer, done away with being paralyzed. Also, a lot of things that would be very defeating and scary to hear. And they've overcome it simply with this. So VC, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. The doctor told me, I thought, it's okay, I can change it. But I struggled yesterday with my logical mind. And that's natural. You're a human being, and it's natural to have, listen, when you hear something that you're not happy with, it's normal for our ego to start giving us some scary thoughts. But just like you would with any other manifestation, we know what to say to our ego, right? Nothing can stop you, okay? Nothing can stop you. You're going to be fine. I mean that. Marcelina L. Kim. A new guy showed up and I really like him. We were intimate, but I feel guilty since I still want my SP. I feel like he's ruining my fun. Well, first of all, you don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel guilty. You're in the midst of a manifestation journey. You don't need to feel guilty, okay? I understand why you do, but you don't, okay? You're welcome, VC. You don't. I think it's perfectly fine to have fun with a new, we're going to call it BBL, because if it's a new guy showing up while you're in the midst of manifesting an SP1, that's a BBL. Have fun with it. But Marcelina, I have not forgotten that you are currently banned from that 3D. So I don't understand how you met another person while you were being banned from the 3D. But that's okay. I hope, Marcelina, I hope you are working on any little nuggets within the self-concept. Yes? Whatever fucking self-conceptnesses that we needed to address. and we're experiencing with SP1, if you just put a blinder over your eyes and not address them, chances are they're going to roll over, right? That's why we don't ignore, we address, okay? But if you get on that game now, you won't have to stress it. You see what I'm saying? So don't feel guilty. Have fun. As far as ruining your fun, no, no SP runs your life. No specific person runs your life, right? You should never feel like another person is in control of anything of you. You, okay? I'm trying, but the new guy reminds me so much of old SP. I feel like it gets me off my game. Okay, but listen, Marcelina, it's not shocking that the new one is reminding you of the other, because listen, this is why we address self-concept when necessary. Meaning, if we are fully aware that we've experienced behaviors with a specific person that we do not enjoy, right? We all know that generally that means there's something going on within us that needs to be addressed. Yes? We need to address them, because if we ignore them and just give up on our original SPs, number one, the original SP is still going to come in because manifestation is perfect. But if you just blow it off and not address what's necessary, relationship and love patterns, it will show up in any other specific person you go with. And that's not to scare you. This is, hey, I'm trying to, let's protect your ass. Work on what needs to be addressed so you don't ever have to experience it anymore. Okay? All up in the 4D. Self-concept. Okay? You can do this. You're going to have to do it because I've already banned you from the 3D. So you've got time to do it. Okay? You can do it, Marcelina. Malibu Milk. Thank you very much. When you're manifesting a physical facial change, asymmetrical eyes, is it okay to affirm, I can see the changes and I know perfection takes time? Well, all right, it's like this. When it comes to affirming, you can use any wording you choose. There are no rules on how we should word our affirmations. There really isn't. I have a preference, and you guys are so used to me saying it, so I prefer affirming in past or present tense. I see nothing wrong with I can see the changes. The only thing, all right, let me just say this. Are you saying, and I know perfection takes time? Is that, I don't know why I'm stuck on that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying I can see the changes. Every single day I'm seeing changes in my face. I know this is working. If I know perfection takes time, it makes you feel good, then use it. All our affirmations should be what feels natural to ourselves. As long as they make you feel good, you're fine. Absolutely fine. The only thing with appearance changes, and this is kind of like any other manifestation, we just don't want to wake up every day, look in the mirror, and start tearing ourselves apart by saying, it hasn't changed yet. I still don't have what I want. As long as you're not doing that, you're good. You're good. Use any affirmations you want, honestly. But yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I'm stuck on it, and I know perfection takes time. I'm thinking of that literally, so ignore me. If that affirmation feels good to you, and it feels good to say it, then use it. That's all that matters. What anybody else thinks about your affirmations does not apply. It only matters what you think. So if saying that, if you're let me say it like this. If you're overthinking an affirmation, meaning like, oh, I don't know if this is good enough. I don't know if this is good enough. This doesn't feel right to me. It makes me feel like shit, blah, blah, blah. Don't use that fucking affirmation. Use affirmations that are like identifying, addressing exactly what you want to manifest. And as long as that affirmation makes you feel like it's going to work, then it's going to work, because it's all about your own belief and assumption around that affirmation. Okay? I am Lee1111. Thank you very much. Any tips on manifesting is 700,000 out of thin air? I love that it's 700,000, not a million. 700,000. Yeah, I would be affirming that I now have $700,000. It came to me so easily. All money flows to me like water. Money's the easiest thing for me to manifest. I can't believe how fast $700,000 showed up in my bank account, and it's all mine to do whatever the fuck I want with. I have so much money that I can buy, do, and save whatever I want. Money's the easiest category for me to manifest in. And then watch the BBLs start. I was just having this conversation with somebody else yesterday. When you start working on a specific dollar amount, right, and you start affirming for it, visualizing or scripting, you wait and see how the BBLs of money start popping up. And remember, even if 600,000 shows up, you keep what? You keep going with affirming, because 600 is not 700. So that's not your manifestation. It's a BBL. But yeah, that's how you do it. And yes, it can happen out of thin air. I've manifested a large lump sum. You can do it. It's your doubt, or it's your thinking. And this was my struggle too, was I was so hung up on how it could come to me, because I only could see it coming to me in one way. And that's what hangs us up. We got to let go of our limiting beliefs. So maybe that when you're affirming for that 700,000, maybe there's a thought popping up like, I can't see that happening. Where the fuck is $700,000 coming to me? Where is that going to come? I can't see that ever happening. That's not going to happen. When those thoughts come up, there you know, there's your self-concept in regards to dollar amounts. Meaning, when I first started affirming for money, it felt like a stretch to affirm script for the lump sum I wanted. So I didn't go right for that lump sum right away. At first, I started affirming, I make $1,000 a day. It still shook me up, because I'm like, where the fuck is that coming? You know what I mean? But that's how I knew what my self-concept was with money. Because yes, we have self-concepts in regards to money, health, friendships, love, relationship, blah, blah, blah. So I knew, and I also thought that I was shitty with money. So I had to also work on that. I've been affirming that since December. And how about birds before land? Have you been getting any birds before land? When you're affirming that, what are the thoughts that are coming up, meaning the opposing? What are the opposing thoughts for when you affirm the 700,000? Whatever they are, you don't have to list them. I'm just saying, whatever they are, address those, because there's your self-concept with money. You still see, you can manifest in money, because let me use the example of people with a shitty money self-concept that have won lotteries. So they're like multi-millionaires overnight, and a year or two later, all that fucking money's gone, because they never changed their own self-concept in regards to money. And when you're used to growing up, like me growing up, I would say we were middle class, whatever middle class is anymore. I don't know. I don't know if all the classes have changed. Well, I'll say growing up, that's what we titled it, middle class. And it would be normal for someone like me to not be able to picture seeing above being a middle class person, because that's what you grew up seeing. So you take on the same thoughts or the same beliefs about money that, what you saw as a child. That's why, the people who were like poor their entire life, that do refuse to acknowledge the being poor, like say their late teens, early 20s, when they start going to college or going on a career path, and they refuse to give into that mindset and stay focused on their goal, and then they succeed. Because without following the law of assumption or law of attraction, they were changing their own self-concept on that subject, not even knowing it, right? But it's fucking possible is what I'm trying to say to you, very long-winded. It's possible. So, A, what are the thoughts that are coming up when you do affirm it? What opposing thoughts? Address those. So you're addressing your money self-concept so that money can start flowing in. And don't waste time worrying how it's going to get to you. That was my holdup. That's why it took me a year to manifest that lump sum, because I couldn't let go of the how. Butterfly, thank you very much. Kim, your thoughts on psychics, mediums, and ghosts? I don't judge necessarily an exact psychic or medium per se, like the individual. I don't judge. I struggle with them when it comes to manifesting, meaning if you know, and I bring this up, this even goes with tarot readers. I don't judge a tarot reader. I don't judge a psychic. I don't care, right? I am judgy when it comes to, like, I know tarot readers. I actually have friends who were tarot readers. And what I respect about them is one of the first things they tell their clients, you know, this is a reading of your current energy. It's not a full-on prediction of your future. You can change your path at any time. But this is what's the energy that I'm reading. I'm not using all the words of a tarot reader. I'm just saying that's the kind of idea is they don't limit their client. And that's a respectful reader. So I that's fine. Here's when it comes to like yourself or anybody else going as the client. If you're someone who is, and you only know yourself the best, right? I don't know what's in everybody's minds. If you know if you might hear something that you don't want to hear, like we'll say for instance, you know, no, your person is currently not thinking of you. They are moving on. I'm just teasing you with that, and you hear that and fall apart, and that's it. Triggered as fuck. You start spiraling, and you can't leave it at the table, at the tarot table. You can't leave it. Then I would say you're probably not someone who should be going. Because if you can't go with the open mind, like a good tarot reader does, is warns you, this is just, I'm reading your current energy. You've got the power within your mind to, you know, manifest whatever you want. My favorites are tarot readers who are also practicing the law of assumption because they help guide. So that's why I'm trying to say, like, I don't judge the reading of it. I have the issue with those of us who can't walk away from it and they spiral from the reading. You have to have the power of mind to say, you know what? No. I know that's just a current energy of mine right now. I can change that. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to change my thinking. I'm going to focus on what I want. I'm not going to stress it. But those of us who can't do that shouldn't be going. That's my opinions. As far as psychics and mediums, I don't like the idea of anybody trying to tell me what my future is. So I don't necessarily go down that avenue. Prior to the law of assumption, I've gone to psychics for sure. One of them I really liked, but I liked her, and I didn't even know about the law of assumption. Yeah, that's right. I liked her because she told me that if I heard something I didn't like, that I had the power within me to change it, and that nothing was permanent, anything can be changed. And I loved her for that. Just saying. That's what a good reader does. But anyway, so that's my thoughts on it. If you aren't strong-minded enough to leave the table what you don't like hearing, don't go. Just don't go. Why ask for the spiral? Sometimes, listen, there is a thing like utilizing placebo within manifestation. And the way I look at it, I don't give a fuck. If you want to use a placebo to help you fucking manifest, do it. Do it. If putting your affirmations on a piece of paper and sticking it outside with a bottle of water on it and you're thinking it's moon water, fucking do it. If that encourages you and makes you feel like it's going to help you manifest, then fucking do it. I am not going to shit on anybody who wants to utilize placebo. The only thing I ever say no to is if you go and get readings and can't leave them. That's the only thing. If you hear something you don't like and you're going to spiral, that's the time when I say no, don't do it. But other than that, everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's creating their own path, their own way to manifest. So that's my opinions. As far as ghosts, I believe in ghosts. I do. I don't think of ghosts probably like I think like the generalized thoughts about ghosts are. I think sometimes I think there's two avenues. Some I think might be just a reality shift or like a timeline conversion. Sometimes I think that's a possibility. And then the other direction is I think that when we die, I don't think that we just, go away, fade away, or dead in the ground, blah, blah, blah. No, I think we elevate. So I don't see death necessarily as, I'm no longer afraid to die. Let me word it like that. Because I feel like we graduate to the next level. It's my way of describing it. Meaning we graduate to the place where we shed the meat suit, right? Shed our meat suit, and we can interact with the different dimensions, which is why people have ghostly encounters, ghostly experiences. They don't think they all have to be terrible and scary. I don't. So do I believe in ghosts? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to, hold up. I'm going to have to grab the super chats from my... Thank God Ramsey Roving Raven taught me how to do this. Totally saved my ass. Because I didn't even know this existed. Okay. Okay, Greg the Goldfish. Tips to stay confident with no visible movement. Okay, there is always movement. You're probably sick of people saying that, but that's my first answer. There's always fucking movement. Listen, sometimes that movement is within you. Movement isn't always just out in your 3D that you can see in front of you. Movement is happening everywhere. Movement is happening within, if you're manifesting a specific person, it's happening within the specific person. And it's happening within you as well. So there's always movement. There's never dead space, dead zone, shut down. Your subconscious mind doesn't take a lunch break. They're not clocking out, going outside for a cigarette, sitting down for a cup of coffee. Your subconscious is working at all times. At all times. So there's always fucking movement. I know it can be frustrating when we don't see things within our 3D. I know that's frustrating. I know it sucks tits. I know. But that's when I remind myself that A, there is always movement. B, that's a great time to start reminding yourself of other things you've manifested. Remind yourself of those things so you remember your damn power. You know what I mean? Wait, what? I love coming to these chats. I get a free zhuzhing. I love you, girl. Zhuzhing. Oh. Anyway. Oh, yeah. So, this threw me off. I love that word. Zhuzhing. Zhuzhing. So, yeah. And if you don't have a lot of conscious manifestations under your belt, this would be a really good time for you to start playing with the law of assumption. Start making a weekly list of things that you'd like to see out in your 3D and start testing it. Affirm for your list and watch as things pop up. Don't limit yourself to say this must show up in a day thing. Don't do that to yourself, but just make this list and watch. Things will start popping up. That's what I would do. That's what I did in the past when I wasn't getting movement in my early days. But one of the most important things is to remind yourself that no matter what you're seeing in the 3D, It doesn't fucking matter. It's not holding up your manifestation. Seeing no movement doesn't mean the manifestation isn't coming. There's always something happening. Always. Always, always, always. Okay. Malibu Milk. Kim, I sent a message back in December. Have you seen it? No. I haven't seen your name at all. You're talking about email? And is it under Malibu Milk? Is it under Malibu Milk? Because I can look it up. You write it down. Or send me another one right now. Send me another one. Amber. Kim, I love you. I love you too, Amber. Ever since working on self-concept, I've been attracted to people who aren't even my type. SP2 isn't my type at all, but I've been considering leaving SP1 for him. Oh, I don't know who to choose. All the BBLs with SP2. Damn, Amber. Well, listen, you're never limited, so you can choose whichever one you prefer. If you are more drawn to SP2, then go to fucking SP2. All the BBLs with SP2. Well, let me just say this though. I hope that whatever you've been affirming for SP1, whatever that may be, I hope that you have addressed any patterns that you've experienced within relationships so that you don't therefore manifest them in with SP2. I cannot stress that, because whenever I see that someone is deciding on giving up on an original SP, which is your fucking, I don't give a fuck what you do, your choice, right? Your life. But I'm just saying, if the reason you're doing it is because what you're affirming for is showing up in SP2, please make sure that you've addressed everything that needs to be addressed. And I'm saying that because, listen, SP2 is a birds before land. We can title it SP2, but it is a birds before land. And in most, this doesn't have to be this way, but it just seems to be, in most specific person manifestations, especially if we have a heart connection to that original SP, that while working on self-concept, that is fucking amazing. SPs are going to start reflecting. But when we are manifesting one, it is normal, very normal, for BBLs to start popping up, and they start showing up, doing the things you're affirming for the other SP that you have resistance to. SP2, your BBL, was a path of least resistance. And that's one of the most common things that happens when we are manifesting a specific person. Actually, any manifestations, to be honest. You know, use like a bow and arrow. Think of the arrow as like a jet engine. It's your manifestation power, okay? And when you are working on the manifestation of an SP, so SP1, your arrow is coming for SP1. But usually, because we have work to do, right, it feels like a bumpy ride. So there might be a twist or turn on its way to SP2. But when it's on its way, curvy roads, whatever, it's going through the path of least resistance first. Meaning, that's why we get BBLs, because they are the path of least resistance. You have no resistance to your BBLs. So your arrow is coming through them to get to your SP. Meaning, the only reason why it's like that type of a journey is because usually there is resistance to the original SP, especially if you are also, you know, that was the reason that kickstarted any work on within your self-concept relationship patterns. So I'm happy that a BBL SP2 is here doing the things you want to experience in a relationship. That's wonderful. But just make sure you've addressed everything so that the relationship patterns don't show up. I just don't want anybody to give up on an SP1 because it's feeling too hard or it's feeling like it's taking too long. And then we jump ship to another BBL, which is great. I don't care who you love, who you want to be with. You do you. But don't give up without actually doing the work within us. Or at least dominantly maintaining a state where our self-concept is amazing. Because we don't want to ignore. We don't want to give up. Do you see what I'm saying? This is fucking too long-winded, isn't it? Do you understand what I'm saying? When the going gets tough, when you're manifesting an SP1, don't just give up unless it's you just don't want to be with that person. Don't give up because you're not seeing all the movement that you're desiring. Because it's showing up somewhere else. See what I'm saying? This is only because of resistance. This will eventually fix itself with your manifestation game. Fuck me. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? Or was that wicked long-winded? The message I'm trying to say is it's okay if you want to not be with SP1 anymore and you're more into SP2. That's fucking fine. I don't care. Good. Good. That's not what my message is. My message is don't avoid working on the relationship pattern shit, self-concept shit. Don't give up on that. Make sure we're doing that. So all that shit don't show up eventually with SP2. That's all. Sometimes I have a lot of words. Okay. Fuck. Amber, I hope that made sense. All right. Taurus moon. Yeah. BBL is also a laser treatment. I know. It's fucking funny. All right. Taurus moon. No, Stephanie. Hold on. Stephanie Cormier, yours has no message. There's no message, Stephanie. I got a blank super chat. But thank you. Taurus moon. Thank you very much. Spiraled. Got mad at myself for it. Told myself self-concept affirmations, and I'm okay. And intrusive thoughts don't manifest, but it scared me. Ben A1 on self-concept. Is this purging? Ben A1 on self-concept. Is this purging? Listen, you reacted to your 3D. That's what I'm guessing from this. And now you're beating yourself up for having a reaction. That's what I'm hearing. You do not need to beat yourself up for having an emotional reaction. You spiraled. Okay. You're back up, though. You're back up, and you're back on your manifestation game. Don't waste your time being hard on yourself for fucking reacting. It's done. It's over. You could always revise it, by the way. If it's upsetting you that much that you reacted, fucking revise it. Revise that shit. Revise it. Don't worry about it. Honestly, we never, ever have to live frightened about any negative thoughts that we may have had. Don't fucking worry about it. Now, as far as why anything has manifested, as I said earlier, that like sometimes when we are on this manifestation journey and we're working on things, right? Sometimes old story shit might bubble up. We don't that's why I say it's not ignoring the 3D. It's saying fuck you to the 3D. There's a difference. You're not ignoring it, right? You're not putting blinders on. You can acknowledge what's happening, but you can also give it the finger because it, no matter what it is not going to stop you from manifesting. It's not. There's nothing that can happen in the 3D that can stop your manifestation. Nothing, no one. Nothing or no one. So never beat yourself up for having an emotional reaction. No way. The worst case scenario is fucking revise it. There, boom, done. All done. So just get back up on your manifestation game. Sounds like you already have. Stay there. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Okay? Alyssa. Lauritsen? Yours is also blank. And you know what? Yours is the same exact amount from Canadian dollars than Stephanie's. Isn't that weird? And yours came blank too. Thank you. But for some reason, I'm thinking you probably did have a question. Man, I wonder where that is. It came blank. Or at least they're blank on my end. That's baffling to me. 2 of them, both from Canada. I don't know. Fucking YouTube. Well, you could put them in the regular chat. I'm giving you permission to put it in the regular chat, even though I've made the rule that questions have to be in the super chat. But when they're blank and they're of a dollar amount that I know should have had room, go ahead and put it in the chat. Rosie, thank you very much. My Texas coworker is paying for my plane ticket out there and promising me a good time. You know what? Not that I'm trying to sell you guys anything. I'm really not. You know me. I don't, other than my fucking coaching. But you might want to join my channel membership because my fucking channel member people get flooded with fucking shit, good shit in their fucking 3Ds. Adelie, oh my God. Adelie, I'm just saying, my channel members are magnets. Magnets. The movement is insane. Kim, I got my car fixed for free today. Another channel member. Holy shit. Adelie, are you going? I'm not going to lie. I know I would go. That is crazy. Ramsey, I can't believe you got your car. That's fucking amazing. Like, see what I'm saying? Look at my channel members. That's insane. It should be an affirmation. Oh, we won't let her not go. Good. Go, Adelie. That is amazing. But be safe. Better let this motherfucker know that there's people who know where you are. We got our eyes on you. Oh my God. Hillary got money like huge. It is crazy. It's insane. Yeah, and look at another channel member, Chelsea. More movement today, Kim. And I chit-chatted with Chelsea yesterday, and I know movement was off the chain for her. Hello, channel membership. But it ain't me. It's them doing the work. But I'm just saying, there are no coincidences, and they're all my fucking channel members. It's blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. I might go just to see my best friend, but also spy on Adelie. Yes, Brittany. Oh, Lord have mercy. Speaking of which, another channel member, Brittany Goss, she has Law of Assumption merch. Be in the End Boutique. You can get it on TikTok. She's got fucking Law of Assumption fucking merch. I will be having merch. I got 2 more things to finish, and then it'll be up. But she's got cute shit. Be in the End Boutique. I love you too, daughter. Brittany's my daughter. I'm so happy for all my channel member bitches. I know. Me too. Mine is just stupid random shit. No, you get good shit, Ramsey. Ramsey, Mrs. Queen of Inner Conversations. Are you kidding me? It's good shit. And I would love if you joined Makeup for Mature Skin. We get crazy on there though. We get crazy on there some nights. Oh my God. Yes, Jess Land merch. So I got 2 more things. But yeah. Law of Assumption merch. Okay, back to fucking Rosie. Okay, my SP was calling me and texting me nonstop until today. Today is like, I don't even exist, and I fell into panic mode. Revise, slap myself. Help. Rosie, I love that you're offering to be slapped. Good, Brittany. Yes, post it. Okay. So you fell into panic mode. But other than that, SP's been doing amazing. Okay. So you panicked today. Yes, please slap yourself. As far, I'm teasing, you don't have to slap yourself. But as far as, like, listen, let me say it like this. You fell into panic mode today. Did you react? Did you do something to react? Because if you just had a day where you were worrying and thinking stupid ass fucking thoughts, you don't have to beat yourself up for it. I just really want to put that out there. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. If you want to revise that he did, like blow up your phone today, do that. Yes. But listen, we all should be revising our days shortly before we go to sleep. You don't have to revolve. You don't have to revise all of your day. I'm saying revise anything you did not like. So like, for example, Rosie, you're used to your specific person showing up, calling and texting nonstop every single day, except for today. So then before you go to bed tonight, you would be revising. You would be, like I said, affirmations don't have to sound perfect. Okay. You could simply say, oh, whatever SP's name is, blew up my phone today. It was crazy how much we talked. Oh my God, he can't get enough of me. And then go to sleep. That's good enough. You just revised your day. That simple. I think people look at revision. And when I do my revision workshop, which is I have a couple more things to finish on that, and then it's going to be good. I'm going to have it. But people, I think revision is overwhelming and hard in this long process. And it's not. It's not hard. At least not the way I do it. It's not hard. And it fucking works. Adelie, Brittany, these my girls have fucking evidences of revision working. My girl fucking Brianne is like the queen of revision. My girls get fucking, I'm just telling you, revision is thebomb.com. Don't be overwhelmed by it. And revising our day, are you kidding me? It can be life-changing. It's not something you got to go write 1,000 paragraphs over. It's just quickly before you fall asleep. Anything you didn't like, you tell a different story in your head. Go to sleep. Or if you're someone who likes to write, then yes, go ahead and fucking write it. But I'm just saying, never go to sleep on a day you didn't fucking like something. You've got the power to change it. And watch as that 3D catches up to validate the revision, because it will. But anyways, yes, girl, revise your day before you fall asleep tonight that he blew up your phone. Couldn't get enough of you. That's what I would do. Don't beat yourself up for having a shit day, though. Don't beat yourself up for having emotions. Don't do that. You're human. We're going to have moments. Okay? Claire Budgets. Thank you very much. So my SP is my manager and been seeing some affirmations of him at work, but would love to see him blow up my phone with messages, but it's taking time. First mistake, Claire Budgets, is you saying it's taking time. Wait, Kim, I'll have to tell you about my revision I did last night. It's nuts. Ooh, I cannot wait to hear it. I don't want you acknowledging time. And I know that can be tough, but when you are going out of your way to acknowledge, which means you're focusing on it not happening, which means what? That's wasted creation time. We don't want your dominant focus to be on that. It's hot as tits in here. I've got to turn these down. I can't take it out in a minute. Oh my God. You know what? Hold it. Jesus. Okay. Okay. It's fucking, I'm on fire. I'm sweating at my own kitchen table. I can't be having that. I gotta put my hair up. My hair's driving me nuts. I went to bed with it wet, and it's been bugging the shit out of me. Okay. So, hold on. Finally stopped fucking raining. I was freezing earlier. Turn the heat up, and now I'm dying. Whew. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, Claire. Yeah. So, you want him to start contacting you more. You want more day-to-day contact. So, you would be affirming that he is in constant contact with you. He's always blowing up your phone. You should be revising your day like everybody else should be doing. I can see myself sweating. Fuck's sake. Revise your day before you go to sleep that he blew up your phone all day long or all night long. But when it comes to your specific person, what are the thoughts you're having about your person? Meaning, when you affirm things like, SP's head over heels in love with me, what are the thoughts you're getting? Because are we addressing everything? Like, I'm a damn priority. Of course he's going to blow up my phone because I'm a fucking priority. Because I'm fucking amazing and I'm worthy and I deserve a loving, fulfilling relationship. Are we addressing all those too? So we can make sure it's a juicy, sassy love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Clear budgets. TLC 777. Holy balls. Thank you so much. I will, Hillary. It's supposed to be posted. If it don't kick me off. That's what happened last week. It kicked me off and it was all fuckery. I didn't deliberately not have it post. It wasn't me. That was YouTube's fault. All right, so TLC 777. My God, thank you very much. Holy shit. Not a peep from SP in almost 5 weeks. My mental diet has been damn good. And I know he's mine. But I could use a good Kimberly zhuzhing. I love that you used the word zhuzhing. Okay. So, I hope you are not telling yourself that you're in no contact, because I'm concerned that that's where your mind is going, because you know exactly how long it's been since you've heard from him or her. Like you have the amount of weeks down. You know it's 5 weeks. So that tells me you're thinking about it regularly and you're keeping track of how long it's been. I do not want you to do that. I know that's not easy. It's not easy, right? Especially when we're having shitty thoughts. It is normal for our mind to start rolling into like, oh my God, it's been this time, or it's been, yes, I know. Okay, I want you to redirect yourself as best as possible in those moments. So I don't know everything about your scenario. What I would be doing is I would sit down with myself alone. I would affirm a few affirmations about your person. And then I would listen to what my ego, my shitty ass ego, starts feeding me for reasons why you are not hearing from your person or why you're not together with your person. So if you were to affirm that me and SP, me and Jason Momoa are in a, happy, loving, fulfilling, sexy ass relationship, what is my ego saying to tell me that that's never going to happen? There's no way Jason's going to pick me. but Jason is going to pick me. But I'm just saying, what are the excuses you hear? Sorry. My child is home. So my dog's going to bark in a minute. What are the things that your ego is saying? And whatever your ego gives you for responses as to why you cannot have your manifestation, as to why your person's not contacting you, because I'm sure your mind has gone in the toilet and you're coming up with reasons why you haven't heard from them in 5 weeks. Whatever those are, we need to address those. So for example, if your mind has gone into the direction of being a little worried that maybe they're not into you anymore, we would need to address that. Hell no. I'm always the girl chosen. I'm always, the guy chosen. I'm always the one wanted. I'm always the one desired. Whatever I desire, desires me. So whoever I want to be in a relationship with wants to be in a relationship with me just as much as I want to be with them. I'm always the girl chosen. I'm always the girl wanted. I'm head over heels fucking gorgeous. So of course they think so. I'm unstoppable. I'm limitless. And everything always works out for me. I always get what I want. So clearly I'm going to get this too. This person is constantly thinking of me. Things like that. Okay? That's what I would do. Don't panic. One moment. So you'll stay off till I'm done. I got about maybe a half hour more. Half hour, 45 minutes. Okay? Love you. Okay. I'm glad to read that your mental diet has been damn good, though. That's good. That's very good. Welcome home, sonny boy. Honestly, you're gonna hear from your person. Just like when you're telling me that your mental diet is good and all that, right? I hope you really mean that. Don't stress. Don't try to attach a meaning as to why you haven't heard from them unless it's a good one. Hey, Kim-san. No poop. Okay, TLC 777. You're going to be okay. I know how you feel right now. I know it sucks. I know how anybody not hearing from their specific person, I know how you feel. I have been there. I have been in the trenches. So I know where your mind goes. And I'm telling you, you're going to be okay. And it's okay if you're having your moments of crying. Because Lord knows I did. I cried a lot. I'm a crier. Oh, you're there to lay me down. Okay? TLC 777. You're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. What am I drinking? Jasmine, I'm drinking, hold on. It's a mixture. Like this bottle is not what I'm drinking. It's like water, but I'm going to tell you, the best drink packets I have ever had in my life. Skittles. They have no sugar in them, and they're only 5 calories a packet. Just got 1 packet, and I'm drinking the grape one right now, and the grape is fucking amazing. The strawberry's fucking amazing. The orange is fucking amazing. I'm not crazy about the apple, but it's the red box, by the way, of Skittles drink packets, and they're amazing. Okay. Just saying. I hate water. I hate drinking water. So I have to have a drink packet. Okay. Chop, chop. Thank you very much. I want to manifest SB from scratch. How can I make myself believe that it is possible for me to manifest the perfect man relationship? Thank you. Chop, chop. It's possible because I did it. I did it. My SP was a total stranger. I had no idea who he was. And I manifested him from a list. I do have that video on my channel. It's one of my older videos. I explain to you how I manifested him. Long story short, I will summarize for you. I made a list. Now, keep in mind, when I manifested my person, I was in the midst of leaving the law of attraction and discovering the law of assumption. Okay? So I made a list. I put every friggin' detail you can think of. I got as specific as I wanted. And when I say I was specific, I mean down to his height, his eye color, his job, his everything, age range, what he wanted in his future. If he had kids, everything you can think of, I was specific. Specific. Even down, like, you're gonna laugh at me, but I was specific about like where he lived, that he had a pool, that he had a truck. I was specific. Okay. So I made my list. I called it my dream man list. Now, I was very new to the law of assumption. So what I did realize, okay, was this not as many limitations as the law of attraction. So mind you, I was in transition. So I decided when I made this list, like, I'm not affirming for this list every goddamn day. I am not writing out this shit because I like to script. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna script that. And I'm not affirming because my list was long. I'm just gonna affirm or script my dream man. And whenever I say dream man, it means to me everything on my list. And some people will tell you that won't work. Not true. It fucking works. If you think that will work, it'll work. It's the law of assumption. What you assume or believe to be true will be true. And I believed, just affirming, scripting, that, I'm in a happy, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship with my dream man. My dream man is head over heels in love with me. And I just kept referring to him as my dream man, dream man, dream man. That's all I said, dream man, because I didn't know him. I was manifesting brand new love. And I manifested him in, I would say, roughly a month, maybe a month and a week from the day I made my list. And after initially meeting him, I would say after our first date, which came within a week of meeting, we were in a relationship within 2 weeks from our first date. So it works. That's how you manifest someone you don't love. That's how you do it. It worked for me. Okay? And just so y'all know, if you are currently with a specific person and there are things you would like to tweak about them, make yourself a fucking list and start referring to your list. Meaning, my SP is 100% my dream man. Now, you don't have to call your list dream man. This is what I did, right? Title your list something, whatever sounds good to you, and affirm that your person is everything on your list. Blah, blah, blah. And as long as you have the belief, the assumption that will work, it'll work. I'm your proof of it. Okay? That's how I did it. Philomena, thank you very much. Used to joke SP's 3P was work. Wait, I used to joke that my SP's third party was work. Now we made a big move and changed. Said has to get his shit together and stopped reaching out. How to affirm to undo. Proof that the power of words matters. So I would be affirming that you're really not going to be changing a whole lot. You're just going to be affirming that you're in this loving, fulfilling, committed relationship, word it the way you want, with your person. He loves making you a priority. He loves spending all of his free time with you. He deliberately makes time for you too. Things like that. And put your focus there. Work on your self-concept, knowing, like affirming and knowing that you deserve to be a priority, right? You deserve a happy, fulfilling, loving, committed relationship. You are worthy of that. You're worthy to be the woman or man chosen. Philomena, I'm assuming a woman. Okay? That's how you'll get him back. Don't worry about what he has said. Don't worry about what you previously created. That's all in the past now. If it will make you feel better, you can revise the moment he told you all that bullshit. Revise it. Your 3D will catch up. Okay? Gina Marie, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. What's the best way to revise 3P telling me she's pregnant by SP? Feeling sad, been working hard on my self-concept, and SP trying my best not to let it get to me, but don't know what to do, please. Let me just say this. I'm only going on the basic details you just gave me, Gina Marie. So you're telling me that the third party herself, came to you and said she's pregnant now by SP. And I'm saying this out of kindness, not out of being sarcastic, but have you ever heard of Jerry Springer show? Do you know how many people have fibbed about who the baby daddy is? Do you know how often that happens? It's shitty. It's fucking shitty of a woman to lie about who she is impregnated by. But it happens, unfortunately, all the fucking time. So I would be thinking that. Right? We're not doing harm towards baby. We're not getting rid of baby. Because I don't like that shit. Okay? We don't do that shit here. But there's nothing wrong with saying, you know, SP is not baby daddy. You can do that. Start affirming that. That's what I would do. And do your best to focus on what you're wanting you and SP to be together. And also, just want to say, if you find it difficult to affirm that he's not the baby daddy, him being the baby daddy doesn't mean you two can't be together. There's plenty of people in this world who are not together with the, you know, baby mamas or whatever. How many people are divorced out in the world? It happens all the time. So you can do this. It's totally doable. I would be focused on what you want in the scenario. So I would be focused on the you two being together in a happy, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. Period. I said that, Suki. I said that. Suki, the wife of both. I would be affirming that he's not the baby daddy. Period. And it's still a win-win because we're not bringing harm to the baby. Okay? Jasmine, thank you very much. Hello, Aunt Kim, wanting to manifest weight loss and smaller waist. Any advice to avoid the 3D, especially when buying new clothes, clothing size? Yes, I would be I would be affirming that weight loss is easy for you. Weight just falls right off of you, right? You can't believe how fast you lost weight. You could also be, if there's a certain weight you want to be or a certain size, clothing size you'd like to be, I would be affirming that. So say, you know, you want to be a size, I'm guessing, because I don't know what size you are, right? We'll just say you want to be a size 10. Then affirm, you know, I love that I'm a size 10 now. I love that I fit in size 10 clothes now. I look fucking hot in my clothes. I look amazing being a size 10, whatever. Everywhere I go, I'm a size 10. I look like a motherfucking 10. Weight loss was so easy for me. That's how I lost 80 pounds. Just affirming that shit. So I know it's fucking doable. Because it wasn't my ass outside running marathons, okay? Okay? Or my metabolism is on motherfucking fire. I like that one. I like that one. My metabolism is on fire. Or extra small. You can be any size you want. You can affirm for any size you want. Whatever, okay? But I lost 50 pounds just by lying to myself every morning saying how I'm so skinny. Oh my God. But Samantha, it worked. Look at you. You were affirming. No matter what I eat, I never gain a single pound. I like that one too. You are welcome, Jasmine. It'll work. I lost 80 pounds by it. Just saying. Okay. Erica Zealous. Thank you very much. SP went no contact. Said she was having rough time. I gave support, but no reply. I leave town soon and want to invite for dinner, but torn between reaching out and forcing 3D. Okay. Well, number one, I know, all right, listen, I know the no contact is probably fucking irritating. I know. But I would be giving it, it's got nothing to do with you, right? You're not in no contact with this person, right? She will contact you. She will be in constant contact with you. I would be affirming that. As far as having to leave town soon and wanting to invite for dinner, listen, the only time that I tell anyone to not reach out in the 3D is when they're feeling desperate, needy, anxious, shitty energy. So don't do it then, because you're probably going to be triggered if you do not get the response you're looking for, right? But in the same time, there's nothing wrong with inviting someone to dinner. But if it's just a personal choice that you don't want to be the one having to do it, you don't want to force the 3D, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can just stay on your manifestation game and she will eventually contact you. But if you're in a situation where you're in the midst of leaving town soon, I say there's nothing wrong with reaching out. Okay? If you're not in that desperate, needy mindset, you're fine. But I respect the fact that if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. Maybe affirm that, she reaches out to you to spend time before you have to leave. And I would do it in like past tense, though, as if it already happened. I'm so happy, so-and-so, they reached out to me. We went out to dinner, and list whatever it is that you want to do as far as spending time. That's always an option. But the reason why I'm saying that, like, it's okay if you want to be the one to reach out. If you were in a marriage or a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship, you would have no problem reaching out to your person. So we don't have to be shut down to reaching out unless we know we can't trust ourselves not to be triggered. That's when we should not be reaching out. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not of the mindset of that we can never reach out to our person. That's bullshit. I text my SB when I fucking feel like it, right? As long as you're not doing it from that desperate, needy energy. That's all I'm saying. I don't see what the big deal is. There is also nothing wrong with having the boundary of, I'm not reaching out. I'm going to stay on my manifestation game and let my manifestation chase me. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's all personal choice. Very long-winded answer, but you know what I mean. That's what I would do. Cass Ann, queen of everything. Thank you very much. Wait, I reach out to my SB all the time. He's not fully conformed, but I know that if I needed to say something, I just do it. There you go. See what I mean? See what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Cass Ann, thank you very much. Kim, hey Kim, love your work. Thank you very much. If we can have inner conversations with our SPs where we tell them what to do to love us, etc., couldn't we also tell 3P what to do? Example, please take a hike. Well, for the sake of being literal, yes, I suppose we could. Yes. Yes, you could have an inner conversation with the third party and tell them to take a hike. Yes. My perspective on that, though, would I ever recommend that to someone? No. Hear me out. Why? First of all, to lay my disclaimer, you can do whatever you want in your fucking 3D. You can do whatever you want. Why I don't? And maybe that's just because of my coaching experiences, that unless I can gauge that person is strong-minded enough that when they are having these inner conversations, that it doesn't go into then them spiraling and marinating on the third party. I can't believe that's in the picture. I can't believe they chose that one over me. I can't believe they're still with that person. It's a normal, it's a, well, I don't want to say normal, but it is. That's a human response, okay? So when we want to get something immediately out of our 3D, it's removed from our awareness. That's the quickest way to do it. So my recommendation is I am the one that's never going to suggest manifesting for third party, I mean affirming for a third party, or definitely not inner conversations. But I'm not a hypocrite. I will stand my ground on saying it's your reality. You can do whatever you want. We're all on our own individual journeys. But if someone was to ask me, I would not tell them to have an inner conversation with the third party. For no other reason, not that I don't think it can work, for no other reason than I don't think that they cannot, therefore, then start thinking about third party even being in the equation, why they're in the equation. I don't know. It's not something I would want to tempt anybody that I'm working with to do. I wouldn't want to put that in their face and have it be too tempting to spiral. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to get their dominant focus on the being together with their person, not consistently focusing on what's holding shit up. See what I mean? But yeah, in theory, yeah, it could work. I just probably wouldn't recommend it. But I'm repeating myself at this point. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question. Cherry boobs. Probably one of the best usernames. Not the best, because I've seen some really, really interesting ones lately. But cherry boobs, that is interesting. No contact with SP for 4 months. Please help. Wait, what? Boy, then Kim, you're going to have fun working one-on-one with me. Oh, dear. I'm fearing that. I'm fearing Ramsey. No contact with SP performance. All right, so I hope you're not relentlessly focusing on the fucking time, cherry boobs. I hope you're not. You probably are. I hope you're not endlessly spiraling and marinating as well about the no contact. My advice to you is let's stop acknowledging the time. Let's stop acknowledging, even discussing that there's a no contact. I never want anybody to say they are in no contact. Okay? I would then, let's figure out what's holding it up. What could be holding something up? Well, when you affirm that you are with your person, where does your mind go? After you affirm, sit with yourself, let your ego start feeding reasons why you don't have your person or can't have your person. Where does the mind go? What are you hearing for answers? And are you addressing them with affirmations or visuals, whatever you do to manifest? I would be focusing there. So I would say I would do my best to not be focusing on how long it's been or what they could be doing or why they're not contacting me. None of that. I know that's not easy, but that's my advice. And then I would be thinking, okay, what's going on? What limiting thoughts am I having about this scenario? What am I torturing myself with my mind as far as the reasons why I don't have my person? And then I would address that. I wouldn't, I'm very cautious. I don't like anybody to say, I got to fix my self-concept. And my self-concept's a piece of shit. No. What's our limiting beliefs? And let's address them. And think of it like this. When we are experiencing something within our 3D that we do not like, and we start getting triggered and upset by it, In that moment, you have forgotten who you are. I'm guilty of it too. So I'm not a pointing finger. I'm saying you have forgotten who you are in that moment. Because when we acknowledge a 3D that we don't like, and then we react to it, we get upset by it, we have forgotten that we are the creator of our reality in that moment. We've given our power over to our ego in that moment. We're giving it to the 3D in the moment. We're giving free will to people who it doesn't belong to in that moment. It's one thing to acknowledge what's happening in our 3D. We got to exist in it. But when we're getting upset by us not having our manifestations, we have forgotten that we are the God of our reality, the source, right? Whatever word feels good to you. So the operant power, you have forgotten. And that's the time to remind yourself, oh, no. I'm the operant power here. I'm in charge. It's my dominant thoughts that create. What I'm experiencing is nothing but the manifestation of my previous shit thoughts when I was forgetting that I was the operant power. Now, I'm going to sit. I'm going to focus on the version of me that has whatever I want. And I'm going to stay there. I'm embodying that state. I'm going to address within me to help me stay in that state whatever is telling me I can't have what I want. I'm going to address it. Whether you're affirming, visualizing, scripting, or having an inner conversation with your person. And then I'm going to focus on me having what I want. And not letting that 3D tell me anything fucking different. Okay? That's what I would do. Hold on one moment. I'm going to read Brianne's comment. And this is for anybody in no contact like Cherry Boobs. I was in no contact for 3 months. He came back saying he missed me and loved me. And we live on video chat. And he's coming to see me next week. It's super possible. Don't give up. Y'all hearing that? Anybody? Anybody that's feeling like they're in no contact, even though you should not fucking say you're in no contact. It can turn around. Brianne did it. You can do it. You can do it. No contact can feel like it's fucking forever and endless, but it's not true. It's not. Put your mind in the right place and things will turn around every single time. Okay. Villanelle. Hi, Kim. Would like to know your thoughts on shadow work or healing trauma in order to manifest. I'm all for healing trauma, but I don't really resonate with it as a requirement to manifest. I am going to tell you that I cannot stomach hearing any coach telling someone that if they do not address previous life trauma, that they will not be able to manifest forward. Because I don't believe that to be true at all. If someone is interested, for their own personal reasons, are interested in dealing with whatever traumatic experiences they have had in their life, that's a different story. When you're ready, willing, and open to do it, absolutely go right ahead. But you should never, ever think that because you have previous trauma that you're not wanting to touch just yet, that would stop you from being able to manifest forward. It will not. It will not. There is a way around anything. I don't think that telling someone because they've had trauma that manifesting just isn't going to work for them. It's not true. Okay? It's not true. Dealing with trauma can be amazing. But it's also okay if you're not ready to touch it just yet. You're still going to be able to manifest. I don't like limiting fucking beliefs around trauma. It bothers the fuck out of me. I know there's a way around if you're not ready. So if you're desiring to do shadow work, whatnot, then you do it. But don't feel forced, and don't feel like you're going to be a manifestation failure if you don't go back and touch. And when I say go back and touch, I mean dealing with it, addressing it, whatever it is. I'm telling you, we're limitless. And there's a way around anything. Never, I don't like that people who have had traumatic experiences are taught or made to feel like they're in a separate box, that they have to be treated differently because they had a traumatic experience. No, they don't. It bothers me. It bothers me. So never, ever, ever tell yourself, well, I went through something. I experienced something horrible. How is that going to fuck up my manifestations? Doesn't fucking have to. You don't have to think that way. Okay? I really want to make that clear. And I'm going to read Meow Meow's comments because I saw them coming up. And I like her insight on this subject anyway. On the topic of trauma, you also don't need to have abusers in your life. Thank you for bringing that up because that's a good reminder. If you have like say whoever you had a traumatic experience with, and if they are still in existence and they are still within your life somewhere, you are not forced to have a relationship with that person if you don't want to. You don't have to have a relationship, whether it's a family member, a friend. You do not have to have a relationship. Hence, me bringing up the topic of boundaries. Thank you, Brittany Goss, for reminding me. We're allowed to set boundaries within our life. So, I'm going to finish reading what she said, then we'll go back. People need to stop talking about trauma like it's somehow making people broken. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I can't stand that. I can't stand it. And because it's true. So, Villanelle, to answer your question, having to go back and address trauma, especially if you're not ready, you're not interested, you want to move on. That's a fucking choice of yours. And you'll be able to manifest. It's a fiery time. It gets me fired up. I get very, very defensive over things like that. I don't like anybody being made to feel like, oh my God, I had a horrible experience in my life, or I had a horrible fucking childhood. And now I'm being told I'm not going to be able to manifest because all that shit's going to get in my way. If you're a living, breathing, fucking functioning human, you're going to be able to manifest. You're manifesting anyway. There's ways around anything and everything. Holy fuck, it makes me so goddamn mad. So, yeah, if you want to heal, you want to do shadow work, by all means, do what you got to do. No judgments. Great. But if you don't, that's okay too. It's not going to stop you from fucking manifesting. It makes me so fucking angry. I was very much abused, and I am so fucking far from broken, and I did it. Anyone else can. Yeah. Yeah, mic drop. It's true. All right, so you don't resonate with it as a requirement to manifest, Villanelle? I don't either. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay? Deluxe 27. Hey Kim, leaving to DR next week. Haven't told SP anything yet. Your girl needs some fun in her life, but feeling guilty for enjoying this trip without my SP. Does that... You're feeling guilty for enjoying this trip without my SP. Does this has to do with my self-concept? Yes, it has to do with your fucking self-concept. You're allowed to go have some goddamn fun, Deluxe 27. You're not doing anything wrong. You don't need to feel guilty about dick. No, you start affirming that you're worthy and deserve to have fucking fun once in a while in your life. Fucking have a good time. So keep doing the self-concept work because you do not need to feel guilty about nothing. Okay? You're doing good. You're on a roll. You know, I'm proud of you. So keep going. But yes, you're feeling guilty because there's a little blip in that little self-concept of yours that you're currently working on, so you're going to be fine. But you don't need to fucking feel guilty because you're fucking having some fun. Enjoy yourself. Beatrix Batista, thank you very much. Kim, SP conformed to 95% of my desires. And I was so happy that he was showing up how I want him to. But I kept getting scared that it was going to get taken away from me because I couldn't wrap my head around him being so sweet and lovely. I almost expected him to go back to being hot and cold. Then shit kind of hit the fan the last couple nights with us, but I'm giving it good meaning. Equal bridge of events. Good. Any tips on manifesting my SP and push to the finish line? All right. I'm rereading here, so just give me a sec. Oh, I know. But I kept getting scared that it was going to get taken away from me. Okay. What I want you to do is work on your self-concept. I want you to work on, you see, the fact that you were that you were continuing to be so scared that because SP was showing up, treating you good, that it was going to get taken away from you. Okay? Because you couldn't wrap your head around him being so sweet and lovely to you. Because you couldn't wrap your head around why someone is treating you so well. That to me is telling me that you, okay, you don't feel worthy and deserving of being treated with love and respect and kindness. So that is something I want you to be affirming for. The fact that you're questioning why someone's treating you so nice tells me that you've probably had history or a pattern in relationships where they don't treat you that great. And that's why I want you to address that in your self-concept. While you're working on it, your SP will reflect that. Hence, having him still show up acting that way. When you're openly expecting him to start going into hot and cold behavior, okay, that's another assumption you have to deal with. When we're expecting our specific person to start treating us like shit because they've been too nice too long, that goes back to self-concept. We're not feeling good enough. We're not feeling worthy and deserving of love. Or, I keep saying the same thing, but a happy, loving, fulfilling, respect-filled relationship. We should never anticipate our specific people to start acting like twats. And when we do, and listen, don't beat yourself up. It's your previous experiences that have taught you that. But it's all due to your concept of self, your self-concept. So you address that. I am worthy and I am deserving of love. I am worthy and I am deserving of a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. I'm worthy of anything I fucking desire. It is normal for people to treat me like a fucking queen. It is normal for people to treat me with love and respect. It is normal for my love, the person I'm with, to make me a fucking priority and to always treat me with love, kindness, respect. That's what we should be expecting from our specific person. So work on that within your self-concept, and your person will reflect that back from you. Okay? I'm telling you, that's going to help things. I know that when we are wanting to manifest love or manifest specific people, I know because I was guilty of it. I only wanted to focus on affirming for my person because I thought, well, I already feel good about myself. I always use the phrase, I think I'm a badass bitch. I'm good. I'm fine. I think I'm good enough. Ignoring all my previous relationship patterns. I didn't want to work on self-concept. I didn't give a fuck. I was so focused on only affirming for my person, not realizing how that's a detriment. Meaning, if there's previous things we've experienced, previous patterns, that's why our mind starts expecting our person to show up and disappoint us, to show up and eventually change how they feel about us. They come in hot, leave us cold. That's all our self-concept. And therefore, our previous life experiences, experiencing that stuff in previous relationships, that's why our ego starts reminding us of all those old experiences. And it makes it feel very fucking real. And our logical ego mind starts taking over even more. And we give into it because we have proof from our previous relationships. Well, that's how it's always worked for me. I've never had a good guy. I've never had this. That's why we start working on the things to cut those fucking patterns right at the balls. So we don't have to live like that anymore. I know it can be fucking feeling kind of corny to work on our self-concept. I know it is. I felt corny doing it too. But I'm telling you, it helps. It helps. It's the key. It's the key. So that's what I would do, Beatrix Batista. Okay? And I'm going to do one more, and then I have to go. Any remaining super chats that I have not gotten to, I will do a follow-up video answering them all. Because I still have... Somebody say Shein. Wait, what did we say about Shein? I love Shein. I have a whole ass shopping cart. Not only do I have a full cart right now, I literally get Shein fucking... Shein is my fucking obsession. Okay? I probably get a package from them at minimum once a month. Okay? Shein's my life. I fucking love Shein. Okay? Ironically, right before this fucking live stream, do you know what I was doing? I was unpacking more shit because my house is still filled with boxes that I haven't unpacked. And I was going through when Shein, I don't know if it was a year ago or a couple months ago, I can't remember, okay? But they did a special Hello Kitty collaboration. And I got all the Hello Kitty sweatshirts and shit. And I just found the packaging they were in. I started pulling out. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I bought all these. Because I love Hello Kitty too, by the way. But I love Shein, okay? I love Shein. Okay. Let me answer this last one, then I gotta go. Dory, listen, just listen to me. When it comes to Shein, take your measurements. Take your measurements. They matter. Because each item that you're shopping for, check the measurements to the size. Because you could be a small in one thing and then a 5X in the next item. You need to know your measurements, but listen, you're going to memorize them. It's going to be easy peasy. I love Shein, okay? Anyway, Desandra Thrasher. Thank you very much. Part 1. Uh-oh. I only got part 1 on here. All I see is part 1 on my screen. So part 1, hi Kim. I was talking to a friend and we were talking about her life. And I related to her and brought up something in past with SP, but it didn't. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I got to refresh the screen to get your part 2, so hold on. Oh, you rewrote it for me? Oh, okay. Part 2. Because I think it disappeared again, it didn't trigger me. No, I think I better reread part. Hold on, hold on. Come on, laptop. Fuck, you're slow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's taking fucking forever. Shein should fucking give me a coupon code. That's what Shein should do. But they are amazing with coupon codes, though. They give discounts. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord, I have a lot of them to do. Jesus. You people are good to me. Okay. What? There is no part 2. I only got a part 1. Hi, Kim. I was talking to a friend and we were talking about her life and I related to her and brought up something in past with SP. What the fuck? Listen. Desandra Thrasher. You're lucky you put that part 2 in here recently where I could find it. Because I have a rule on here that I'm not going into the chat to find super chat shit. Because it's a pain in the balls to do it. I'll put this in a video. A few videos back. Okay? Unless, of course, you've purchased a super chat and it was fucking blank. Then you can put it in the chat because I give you permission, but it's me giving the permission. Other than that, I don't want to dig in the chat because it's a fucking pain in the balls. Okay? So, you're lucky. You're fucking lucky. Part 2. Because I think it disappeared again, it didn't trigger me. It is necessarily bad that I was talking about it if it didn't trigger me. I hope that made sense. Let me know. Yes, it makes sense. And you don't have to worry about it if it didn't trigger you. If you were just simply discussing, you didn't get triggered, you're not relentlessly talking about whatever this is, something I'm assuming you don't want to create. Yes? So just having a conversation about anything, and you did not get triggered, you're not triggered now, you're not upset, you're not spiraling, you didn't spiral then, you're not marinating, you're good. Jasmine whispered, did she stutter? You had to see the last live stream to get what that means, but anyway, so no, don't worry about it. If you didn't get triggered, you didn't spiral, you didn't marinate, you just had a conversation, boom, done, you're good. You're good. Okay? Now, to all the other super chats, I will record a video. I still have to do a video for the last live stream that I had to answer questions in. But so 2 videos are coming. Thank you, and I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It's okay. You know I'm a sarcastic gal, okay? I like being sarcastic. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't ever do it again. No. Just kidding. But, so yeah, I will record a video and I'll get that up. So anybody that gave me super chats that I did not answer, I will record a video. It'll go up this week answering your questions. Thank you so much for the fucking super chats tonight. I fucking appreciate them. Very fucking generous. Jesus. I do have success stories collected. I've been collecting them a really long time. So I have a lot. So I'm going to have to break them up into more than one video. But I know. I'm surprised Jamie hasn't yelled at me for it lately. Yeah. I guess that's it. All right. So. What? Oh, sorry. It's a term that she uses on her platform. What's the matter? What do you mean? Did she stutter? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you saying sorry for? What did I miss? What I miss? Yes, Roving Raven, I am. I've seen him. So yes, I am. Oh, they asked what HBIC mean. Oh, head bitch in charge, yo, of your reality. Okay, I'm gonna go. I will. Wait, what? Will you go live on TikTok soon? Yes, I will. That's one of the reasons why I'm getting off right now here. Is because I'm gonna eat dinner. And depending how I feel after dinner, I was gonna do a surprise TikTok live a little later on. Okay? So, I'll see you all. Depending on how I feel after dinner, I'm probably getting live on TikTok. Any remaining super chats, you will be responded to in a video within the next few days. Okay? I love you all. I appreciate you all. Once again, you guys are always so fucking good to me, super chat wise. My God, I fucking appreciate it. You're very, very nice to me. And this was a good live. We had no drama in the chat. I'm so happy. No drama in the chat tonight. No drama. I really appreciated it. No drama. It was a good night. All right, peeps. I love you all. Be good. Yeah, Brienne didn't have to yell one fucking time. Okay. Thank you to my beautiful, sexy ass moderators. I appreciate you all. Welcome, Meow Meow, who was my undercover friend the entire time that I didn't even realize. Welcome her. It's my new moderator. So, peeps, I might be on TikTok live later on tonight. Okay? Love you all. See you all later or tomorrow.